Hey everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinsel.
And the three of us are finally back together. The week before we didn't have Nick, and then last week I wasn't around. We've been busy as hell, but I'm happy that the three of us are back together.
Yeah.
Band's back together, boys.
It was really weird not having you on with us last week. It didn't feel right.
Hey, you guys held your ground well. I'm proud of you guys. And now let's start off with our Diecast of the week. Nick, what'd you bring for us, bud?
All right, so we're going to New Hampshire this weekend, but a few days ago was the 1 year anniversary of mine and Ian's trip out to Iowa Speedway for the Xfinity race. So I brought out the 2013 Race Wind Trevor Bayne Ford EcoBoost Ford Mustang. Oh, this is a sexy looking race car. It was Trevor Bayne's third career win and his final win that he got. So it was back in 2013. He ran up front all day long. He passed Austin Dillon. There was some beating and banging there at the end, but he got around him. Dillon said it was clean. It was good racing. One of my favorite Trevor wins right there. So great looking race car. Miss the guy dearly.
Yep, that's a Trevor Bayne fan must have right there for sure.
All of his win diecasts have to be a must have.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the first diecast that I ever bought. My dad got me the Daytona 500.
Are you serious? Me too.
This is the first one that I bought because.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it for like $25 too. It was great for the race win version, but no, because my dad got me the Daytona 500 car for like my graduation or whatever. So yeah, I got this bad boy. It's the first one I ever bought, and now I'm like 40 deep right now.
Yeah, I think you and I started the exact same way, right around the exact same time. I found that on a website. Same thing for like $25 for the Trevor race version. I'm like, what better way to start a diecast collection?
With a race win, absolutely.
Well, especially our boy Trev was still running then, so.
Yeah. All right, Mike. What'd you bring for us today?
Guys, I'll be honest. I like to have some kind of theme or something cool with my diecast of the week every week. We're going to New Hampshire, which you guys know is far from my favorite track on the schedule. I don't really have anything that I could kind of play with here, but I just decided I'd bring something I don't think I've brought on the show yet. I'm going to go with the Dale Earnhardt Jr. nationwide sponsored car from the Batman vs. Superman promo. He ran the 88 Batman car, and Jimmy ran the 48 Superman car to promote the movie. One of my favorite pickups because I just happened to be going through the haulers at Chicagoland Speedway the year after Junior retired, and they had a boatload of his stuff on sale. I got that version, the big plastic version for a kid, and the sign that says Dale Jr. fan parking with Batman on it, all for $20.
Not bad. Yeah, I got the 164 version of that Batman car.
Yeah,
that is a sweet car.
It really is. The movie itself wasn't what we thought it was going to be, but that diecast was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, a little disappointed I didn't have anything cool or witty I could kind of think up for New Hampshire. But, hey, sometimes that's going to happen. We got 36 races on the schedule. Can't always be cool.
Right.
Exactly. All right, boys. So for my diecast of the week, I got to bring out Kevin Harvick's 2019 New Hampshire win. This was a Busch Beer National Forest Foundation sponsored car, and it is just absolutely beautiful with the deer in the forest on there. And then on this side, you got like the creeks and the river. I mean, they just did a damn good job on this paint scheme. And Harvick, he has just been great with winning in those special Busch Beer paint schemes.
Oh, absolutely. If I don't recall right, I believe that last year, that was the first race we all got together for the first time at your house. I believe that was the race we ever watched in the shop.
Yep. And that was Harvick's first win last year, wasn't it, too?
It was too.
Yes, yep, that was his first of 4 last year, and he beat Denny Hamlin on the final lap to win that race. And they were beating and banging on the front stretch, and oh man, I was going crazy. That was an incredible race. The past two New Hampshire races have been incredible.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, which is nice to say because usually I'm not a big fan of that place, but I will give it that. The last couple of years, it's turning around a little bit.
Right.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All right, guys. So before we get into the show, make sure to check out our social medias. Me, Nick, and Mike, we're all on Twitter and Instagram. You can check out the Stock Car Spectacles Twitter and Instagram accounts as well to be updated with everything that we're going to be talking about. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can check us out on all podcast platforms. That includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. And if you're listening to us, you can check us out on YouTube. So, guys, let's get into the Kansas race review. So, first off, we had the Cup Series race last Thursday. It was the Super Start Batteries 400. We had Kevin Harvick starting on the pole from a random drawing. And Kyle Busch, he finally won his first stage of 2020. Like, we didn't think that it was going to take this long for Rowdy to finally get some playoff points.
Rowdy Nation can finally exhale, step a little bit further away from the ledge. They got it done for a stage. Kyle Busch finally looked a little bit like Kyle Busch. In a weird backwards way, it was almost good to see. Dare I even say it?
It was good to see because we didn't have to hear any complaining from Dalton and Connor in the Dega Infield Trailer Park Boys group chat as we usually do. We got spared that for a little bit until the race unfolded.
For one stage.
Yeah.
For one stage.
For one stage.
One stage.
And then it was like, oh, this is terrible. This is the worst season ever. Yeah. But then we had Brad Keselowski. He was able to hold off Ryan Blaney to go on to win stage 2. I know Mike wasn't very happy about that one there.
No, not at all. Blaney gambled. Wasn't it he gambled it stayed out and took the lead, and Keselowski still got him at the end because, they thought the track position clean air would kind of cheat him a stage win. But those things don't work out for me in my life, so I don't even expect it anymore.
It'll come. And then we got a big wreck on lap 176. We had Logano getting loose out of turn 2, bunches up Austin Dillon and Jimmy Johnson, and they got into Matt DiBenedetto. He got tagged and taken out of the race. Oh my goodness, man!
Of course, it had to be Joey Logano, man.
Wood Brothers is affiliated with Penske, so he's doing well with taking out his Penske teammates so far this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was tough.
Yep. And then we had another big wreck right after that on lap 182. We had Bell getting spun by Newman, and they both spin, and they get into Ryan Preece, and Ryan Preece was going full speed into that inside wall, and his car literally just went up like this and just lifted, and that was a scary wreck with how he hit that wall.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah, that's a very good example of praise the man who invented the safer barrier. A lot of praise to everybody in NASCAR and the advancements in safety and technology, because 25 years ago, that would have been terrible.
Oh, he'd be in the hospital.
No doubt about it.
He'd be alive.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But if Ryan Preece can hit the inside wall at 180 miles per hour, get out of his car right away, and put on his mask, you can wear a mask, people. Wear your damn mask.
Absolutely.
What a segue right there. I'm proud of you for that. That was well done, Ian.
Well, thank you. That's the first thing I thought of. Like, this guy just hit the wall at 180 miles per hour. First thing he thought of, oh, God, I got to put on my mask. Smart thinking, bud. You're helping the cause.
Right. Like, hey, man, let me make sure all my bones and ligaments and joints are all intact. Oh, where's my mask?
Yep. And then we had Denny Hamlin going on to get his 5th victory of 2020 and wins at Kansas Motor Speedway. Guys, Denny Hamlin, he is a threat this season.
Show me the money.
Yeah, dinner's on Nick for like a month at the end of this season. All the money he's making off Denny Hamlin this year.
Honestly, I'll say it flat out on this show right now. I am not a Denny Hamlin fan. The guy just makes me money, so whenever that man goes to victory lane, I'm a happy camper because I gotta be up like plus $180 right now, something like that.
Oh, it's got to be
Close into the 200 range. It's really me versus Ian right now with Hamlin versus Harvick. But yep, Denny's strong this year. I just hope he can continue his success in the playoffs and not choke away another championship.
Boys, I am literally just hoping that Blaney gets a little run going and I finish even. If I can break even on the year, I'll be a happy man.
Yeah. But, hey, Kansas proves again that it is one of the best mile-and-a-half tracks on the circuit, right behind Chicagoland. But
in our humble opinion, that is.
Yes. But, yeah, that was a good cup race. So let's get into the truck series. We had 2 races this past weekend. The first one was the Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 200. We had Christian Eckes winning a pole from a random drawing. And then we had Brett Moffitt going on to win stage 1. Austin Hill went on to win stage 2. And then Austin Hill went on to win the race. So another dominant performance by Austin Hill. Guys, could he be another championship threat this season?
I think he's easily got to be one of the favorites right now. I mean, after last year, we didn't know what we were getting from Austin Hill last year. He won Daytona last year, then it kind of took him a while to get his feet running. But now he's proven he's one of the best mile-and-a-half racers out there. And the Tory Racing, I think they're going to be championship favorites this year.
It's just so funny that we aren't too far removed from a couple years ago, Brett Moffitt running that HRE truck and not be able to find the funding to make it to the racetrack almost a couple times. Do you guys remember Chicagoland was 2 or 3 years ago? Yeah. They had to like load in the back of a buddy's trailer or something to get it to the racetrack or something. Who goes on and wins the race that day and wins a championship that year too, if I recall correctly.
That's right.
He found that 2 days before that race.
Yep. So, and then here we are. HRE's got one of the best trucks in the series. So, I definitely agree they're going to be a championship favorite. Just a really fun team. I've always enjoyed watching them run well and run up front. They're one of those teams that's a lot of fun and pretty easy to root for.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. All right, so let's get into the second truck series race of the weekend. It was the EPT 200. We had Chase Purdy winning the pole from the field inversion from the previous day. And we had Zane Smith. He's been looking strong with these stage wins. He goes on to win stages 1 and stage 2. So good for him so far in his rookie season in 2020. And then Travis Pastrana, he made his return to NASCAR. What was it, 3 years he hasn't raced?
2017.
Yeah, so he took over Ross Chastain's primary ride that he rides with Nice Motorsports, and didn't really go well with him as he got loose racing around Natalie Decker, exiting turn 4 and spins into the grass. Rule number 1, buddy, stay away from Natalie.
Yeah, his couple of years away from the sport haven't taught him that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He just has the worst luck when he hops into a race car, man. It's so disappointing to see because Travis Pastrana is one of the nicest guys out there. I got the chance to meet him at Chicagoland back when he was in the 60 car. He really started the curse of the 60 car, in my opinion.
Well, with that ugly-ass paint scheme.
He had horrible luck then. He had horrible luck now. I really hate to see it, but, man, NASCAR and Travis Pastrana are not –
it's oil and water.
He excels in everything else. So you just got to give him credit for racing in NASCAR. I thought it was pretty cool when he first started doing it. Like, man, he's done basically everything on wheels now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just stick him in a Formula 1 or Indy car, and that's probably it for him. But, yeah, so not really good luck with him. And then some more bad luck. We had a caution on lap 83. Clay Greenfield getting spun and collecting Johnny Sauter, Stuart Friesen, Ty Majeski, Jenny Jo Cobb, and others. Took out the whole field. It was a junkyard out there after that wreck.
You know what? That's just karma for Clay Greenfield talking all that trash to me when I was in the truck series in NASCAR Heat 4. All right?
Man, his videos that he always sent up, they hurt because I know it had so much emotion in there.
Just
Well,
personal, right to the core.
that's just what happens when you have a bunch of trucks like that running in the front of the field when they're really not supposed to be there. Like I saw that happening from like a mile away, and then yeah, it sucks to see, but that's what happens when you get inexperienced and slow trucks up at the front of the field.
Exactly, man. And you couldn't have said it any better. And then we get a caution on lap 93. Ankrum getting into Brett Moffitt. Ankrum getting put into the wall. Brett Moffitt having really bad damage, ending both of their days, basically. So bad luck for Ankrum. And then Matt Crafton. He finally breaks that winless streak from Eldora of 2017 and wins at Kansas. Guys, that's absolutely incredible. He finally gets that win after 3 seasons.
Hallelujah, Matt Crafton. Would you see the guy who won the Truck Series championship last year without winning a race finally get back to victory lane? Could you imagine in 2017 saying, hey guys, Matt Crafton's going to win a championship first before he wins a race again?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's insane.
If he goes on to do it again this year, at least he can say he won a race this time. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good for him, though. He's been struggling these past 3 years. Yeah, he won the championship, but even he knows that he wasn't running well. But yeah, he got the monkey off his back, and that team looks strong right now. That was a good battle at the end, though. I thought Christian Eckes was going to get him.
Yeah, Christian Eckes was having one hell of a run this weekend. So good for him, and hope to see more of that 18 truck. All right, so let's get into the Xfinity Series race. It was the Kansas Lottery 250. We had Michael Annett winning the pole from a random drawing.
That didn't last long.
No, it didn't. He dropped back immediately because Austin Cindric went to take the lead early. He goes on to win stages 1 and 2, absolutely dominating this race. And then we get into NASCAR overtime, and Brandon Jones chases him down and is able to win again, ending Austin Cindric's winning streak.
Yeah, but for real though, like this is insanity what Austin Cindric is doing. He is absolutely dominating that series. Yes, he did not get the win this past weekend, but he's literally just like the fastest guy on the racetrack week in, week out. Nope, he's not like in a different zip code compared to these other guys. But I will say congrats to Brandon Jones on the win, though. He has really been struggling in the Xfinity Series this season. Tons of bad luck. He gets the monkey off his back going there. So good win for him, but I feel like I hate to say it. I feel like Austin Cindric got robbed of one there. But, yeah, both of those kids are fast right now.
I would almost say it's kind of ironic to think, you think of all the bad luck and all the inopportune things that have happened to Brandon Jones, and then opportunity knocked for him this past weekend, and he took advantage of it. It was almost like a little bit of the universe kind of correcting itself for him, something finally actually going his way for a change.
Well, what a hell of a drive.
Yeah.
He was 7th on that final restart. He drove from 7th to the lead in 2 laps. That's impressive.
Wow, yeah, pretty good.
My boy went backwards on that final restart.
Yeah. 7th. And once again, though, the Xfinity Series puts on an awesome race.
As it always does. The Xfinity Series is one of the best series that we get with NASCAR.
Oh, no doubt. They're the most entertaining race weekend in and weekend out.
That's kind of a problem, though, that good old Odd Steve's going to have to take a look at here if his minor league races are putting on better shows than the big league. So
just do what the Xfinity Series is doing. The Xfinity Series got it down.
Make the Xfinity. All 3 of us have said this. Everybody said, make the damn Xfinity cars, the damn Cup cars. That would be awesome shows right there.
Exactly, man.
Well, with this current Cup package, certain packages don't work at certain tracks, and certain packages work better at different tracks and different styles of racing. The Xfinity cars just run well everywhere.
Put on great shows.
So, yeah, they're harder to drive. They're more entertaining to watch. I'm not saying they have to do the exact same thing, but that should be the base. That should be what they're trying to get after.
Exactly. But nonetheless, that was one exciting weekend at Kansas Motor Speedway. And I think that's going to wrap up our show. You guys got anything else to add before we end the show here?
No, just, it's fun when we actually get to mile and a half where multiple groups can race and be competitive. Especially did you guys see what else we didn't have this weekend? 12,000 tons of PJ1 down in the track.
Yep.
See what happens. Just let the racetrack kind of come to you for the weekend. And the racing was great. I was really, really happy with what we saw this weekend. So
The racing
hopefully New Hampshire picks up right off the helms of that and has a great race weekend as well.
From what we've seen, I don't doubt it.
I will say one thing, and we saw the ratings for that Cup race come in. One of the lowest watched telecasts since like the 2000 season. Maybe it's time for NASCAR to put an end to this midweek racing thing, or if not, put it on the major affiliates. Don't put it on FS1. Don't put it on NBCSN. If you're going to run these weeknight races like that, you got to put it on either NBC or Fox. That's how it's going to be done. Otherwise, we just saw the viewership just was not there. Those are kind of very embarrassing numbers right there.
Well, the thing that killed them was opening day. It was on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it was a terrible idea for NBC to schedule that race on a Thursday. I mean, they have so many races this season that they wanted to schedule for a weekday race. They could have done it, but they decided to choose opening day for baseball.
That was going to be my point. You're running into one of our bigger major sports in America having their reopening weekend. Obviously, in no disrespect to our sport, but obviously a much bigger fan base than NASCAR has. So I'm sure there are a lot of casual NASCAR fans that were watching because there wasn't much else going on this weekend that decided to flip back over to Major League Baseball. So I'm sure that kind of hurt it as well. So maybe would have been better to be a Wednesday race, but you know what? Those decisions are made by people much higher up the food chain than all of us. So
yeah, right. I mean,
sure, there's more that goes into it than that.
I still loved it. It was still a good show.
Yeah, great race. I just think like you were saying too, the ratings aren't indicative of what we saw this weekend. Just kind of a blip because of baseball coming back.
Yep, and that stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So that will do it for the Stock Car Spectacle here. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinsel.
And guys, make sure to check out our buddy Patrick Cotto with the Cotto's Mojo. He just had Randy the Plumber on his show. One exciting guy on Twitter. So that's perfect for him to go on Cotto's Mojo. Both those guys have a lot of energy. So make sure to check out that episode. It just came out today.
Those are like the two perfect people to have on a podcast right there, going back and forth with each other. Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of it. Oh my goodness, that was incredible. That was hilarious.
I just want to know how either one of them got a word in edgewise with the other, because both of those dudes are pretty long-winded. So they're probably just looking to cut back into each other's conversations the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, but make sure to check out his new episode and our friends at Ashland Heddens Racing. They're going to be racing at Grundy County Speedway this Friday night. Ashland's going to be entering into the heat race. Hopefully she'll win another one and then go on to win the main race. So good luck, Ashland. We're rooting for you. And to top it all off, make sure to check out all of our podcast platforms if you're watching us on YouTube. So that'll do it for us, everyone. Thanks for watching.